yeah, so this is my 30 days to trying to be a bit healthier, kick-starting me into a new me and a healthier me. So yeah, so I agreed to sign up to the Arbonne plan. Yeah, I was feeling a bit sort of sluggish, low energy. I had a bit of a stressful year at work last year. And didn't really look after myself. I was bottom of the pile, I think, really. Kids came first, work came next, housework came next. So, yeah, didn't really do anything for myself. Tried to do a bit of exercise, but kept getting injured, injured back, injured shoulder, migraines, all sorts of things. So over the summer, I've really felt that I needed to do something. I've been following Laura for a couple of years since my eldest daughter Izzy has started dancing, and followed. Seen a lot of testimonials about this plan and about how well it's worked for people, and a lot of their symptoms often have been similar to mine, like with the bloating and the lack of energy, and just feel I need to sort of lose a little bit of weight as well, although that's not the main priority. I think that would be a good side effect, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm a bit apprehensive, just because it is so different from anything I've only ever done something where I've tried to lose a bit of weight, and that was fasting, so that was cutting things out, whereas this plan looks like it's all about eating. Not really, but shakes and fizz sticks and snacks, and I love how that sort of every so often you've got to have a drink or have a snack or something, so it's just, I feel like I'm going to keep going all day on this. So I'm feeling quite positive about tomorrow. I've still got to iron out a few little things, but I went shopping today, so I'm really with it.
Cool. You've kind of like told everyone everything, really. So Abbie has just obviously shared her story and her reason, because obviously she's invited you on to hear about this, and the only reason I'm here, I'm Laura, obviously, is just because I have done this plan a few times myself, and obviously I've been doing it a little bit longer as well. So I'm sort of sharing the information as to what Abbie's about to embark on. She's kind of actually just completed what we call week 0, like prep week, and she officially starts tomorrow. The great thing is about this is she's going to be starting this online with hundreds of other people, could be all over the country, all around the globe, in our support group. So just so any of you know, if there's something you're interested in, you don't have to be embarking on your own. You can actually make lots of friends through an online community that we have, and it's a closed community that only people doing the plan get to be a part of. There's loads of support, there's loads of information, there's daily posts, there's recipes, there's videos of how to make stuff as well. We just saw, she might get back on in a second. But yeah, so I'm just going to share with you how it works. But Abbie's kind of shared with you her story as to why she's doing it, and I was going to ask her a few questions, but she's already done it. But what I promised to say is, you mentioned kind of about, like, you know, a few maybe fears or hesitation because it's something different. What were your main fears or hesitations you might have had before signing up to doing this?
I think it's not really a well-known brand in the sort of world, if you know what I mean. So it seems quite big, what I've seen, but you don't hear about it sort of on adverts. You don't sort of, there's no billboards. There's nobody seems to have gone and done any interviews as such in sort of the world media, the mainstream media, I should say. And I suppose blogging and using the internet for things, sort of my limit is Facebook, really. So I don't go beyond that very much. obviously I read the news and things like that, but I think it's, you know, I'm a bit apprehensive, should we say, about things online, I suppose. So I need a bit of persuading in terms of, is this real? Is it really happening? Does it really happen? And I think seeing the testimonials from a lot of people, and a variety, quite a wide variety of people. Zoe's just said she's just watched me mouth everything I've just said. So,
Hello, there will be a recording in a bit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I sort of, yeah. And I know you sort of do the plan from a different point of view, which I really like. And I like the fact that it's not about losing weight as such. I like that the focus is on healthy living. And that's something that really interests me as a dancer, dance teacher, ex sort of dancer. I sort of dance.
Yeah.
But in my, and
I've had to stop saying ex-dancer as well. I just say, no, I'm a dancer. I'm a dance mum. Yeah, no, that's great. And it's great you've mentioned testimonials, because I'm actually going to start with testimonials. And it's brilliant you've mentioned about how you found out about it as well, because we do not waste our money on advertising. We don't have celebrity endorsements. If you see a celebrity connected with this program, it is because they have been introduced to it in the same way that Abbie's just seen me doing it, or people have heard people talking about it. I reach out to people, or the type of conversations you always have when someone says, I'm tired all the time, or I've got this issue, and we just share videos of information and testimonies of other people and say, just take a look at it. So that's exactly how we find out about it. And that is why everything is the way it is, because we don't use billboards, we don't use glossy magazines, we don't pay for any advertising at all. Anything you ever see about us in a magazine is purely editorial. Someone has chosen to compare us or write about us. And all testimonials are done online because it's people that use Facebook and just showing what they do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is share my screen, and Abbie, feel free to jump in any point you want to share your thoughts. Okay, so let's make this a little bit bigger. So like I said, I'm going to start with testimonials, and this is before and after. So these are quite dramatic, and let's share little stories about them, because they're not all about let me know if you can't hear me, because we just closed the lounge door. Yeah, these are not just about weight loss, because a lot of people it is about weight initially, but what they get from this is so much more. The lady on the left, this looks like a pregnancy belly, and she used to say she looked 12 months pregnant. She's actually not pregnant. She does have children. She has two children, but this was actually how she found out she was severe celiac. And what you can see with her stomach is actually very severe swelling, and she was finding that every single bit of food she ate was causing her discomfort. So this is actually very severe swelling. Through doing the 30-day plan, she found out she was a very severe celiac, because she started to eliminate all of the foods that create these reactions, and that is what our 30-day plan does. So she really is a massive, huge fan, obviously, of Arbon and its 30-day plan, because it was through this that she was able to eat again, because she'd developed an eating disorder where she just wasn't eating because everything upset her. And then we've actually got Pam Wills, a friend of mine's mother, who always just thought she was pear-shaped. Whenever she did all of the diets that you've ever heard of, she'd always lose it from the same places: her neck, her shoulders, her boobs, but she would never lose it from her tummy. And she just thought, oh, I'm just pear-shaped, that's how it is. And as you can kind of see, you might be over it, so I'll just move it up a little bit. But she did the 30-day plan, and she actually lost the weight around her hips as well. And it was just because that was where her body was holding all of the toxins. So some of us think we have to live a certain way, and we don't. These are my results on the plan, and I tend not to like sharing my results, because I know I've never been a big person. I know people would say, well, you don't need to lose weight. And for me, it never really was about weight. When I first did the plan, it was about energy. I was a new mum with a teething baby, and I just thought, hell, let's just try this. They keep saying you're going to have more energy, and that's exactly what I got from it. And I felt good too. It massively affects the chemicals that you're releasing in your body that affect your brain, and things like depression and sinking into that kind of cloud and that lull can massively be impacted by what's going on in your gut and all the chemicals that are getting released. So I did see results though. I did tone down, and this month I did it. I wasn't dancing lots at all, because we were doing exams, and when we've got exam sessions, you sit down and watch the kids dance to make sure they know what they're doing. I actually toned up during this time. But my big thing was I felt better. We've also got Heidi on the right, who is a huge advocate for the 30 days and to set up a business herself, sharing this because she's super passionate about how it makes her look. And she just looks phenomenal these days. She lives an 80-20 plan style using the knowledge she's had from this plan. And we've got Amber, a completely different age range. You know, she's in her early 20s now, and she did this plan for 90 days. 90-day results, and she actually is a young person, but she fell into the habit of eating fast food, you know, what was quick and easy, and realized something had to change. When she did this plan for 90 days, you can massively see the results there. And she's generally a young person, also a person who goes out dancing all the time. And then my person Selena on the left, it's in the middle so we can see, wanted to get rid of her mum tum. This was actually from doing the plan once, and then her results 6 months later from following an 80-20 lifestyle after the plan. So living 80% on the plan, 20% not on plan. And she was losing her mum tum, which is something she felt she was never losing. She was trying all sorts of activities as well. And we've got Zoe, again, another youngster in her 20s as well on the 30-day plan. And then we've also got Michelle, who she wrote her own testimonial here saying, this was over the 30 days that she lost 22 pounds. And she says at the bottom, it's not a weight loss detox, it's a change of life. It is much more about being a lifestyle and being able to make more informed choices. And then we've got Fiona, who's a lady in her 50s. My sister's actually, who is now in her early 40s. On the other side. And that's actually the conversation. I'm just going to flip back. That's actually just a few of the testimonials. So what we actually share with people is what we know now in today's world about nutrition, basic nutrition information, what are toxins and what does detoxing actually mean, and obviously what our plan actually entails. So we just want you to have a quick look at this and just see to yourself, is this something that you would like your health to look like? Like, what does healthy look like to you? Would you like to wake up feeling refreshed, maintain a healthy weight, have a better, sharper mind, energy levels, skin, eyes, shiny hair? We sound like we're describing a dog when we get to those parts, but health look like for you? If you literally have it in front of you right now, if you could change one thing about your health and or your appearance, there could be two things you're writing down here, what would it be? And it's completely personal to you, but sometimes just putting it out there really brings it home. What would you change maybe about your lifestyle? Sorry,
I'm back. You're back.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so what would be the one thing, let me just see, I might have to open it up. What would be the one thing you would want to change about your health or about your appearance? Okay. It's a good thing to write down, actually. You know, is there something actually could be better? And it could be something really small. So just what you think about that. Nutrition in today's world, things have changed. Like a lot of people would say, oh, if I just eat what my parents ate, or if we just carried on eating, if I just ate my meat and 2 veg every day, it would be fine. But things are very different now to what they were even 50 years ago. So vitamin C, the levels of vitamin C in one orange 50 years ago, you would now need to eat 8 oranges today to get the same vitamin C levels as one orange had 50 years ago. And that is a lot because of the soil being over-farmed. And think about all the other fruits and vegetables that we actually eat out of season because of the demand, all the supermarkets demanding all these things. So there are less nutrients being formed within the soil for the actual food to grow in. So I heard from one of our nutritionists within the business as well, who said that, you know, generally there should be about 23 nutrients in the ground. And because of the over-farming, they're actually, you know, farming with only maybe 5 or 6 nutrients because of the lack of time they're getting to regenerate. Animals are pumped with growth hormones, as we hear a lot about in the news now. Therefore, the meat you're getting, it's very important that you may find out where your meat is coming from. Like, do you buy from a local butchers or local farms? But maybe you know where it's coming from now, and you know what waste products are also used to cut costs, and there's a lot of whey. So people might be having protein shakes to help with their fitness, or, you know, to cut down on the calories that they're taking in. But unfortunately, if it's a whey product, that's actually a byproduct of dairy, and it is a waste product, and it's actually not very good for the gut. It kind of, you know, can add to congestion within the gut as well. So used over a prolonged period of time can actually have really bad effects. We're exposed to more and more toxins just generally around us in the air, things we come into contact with. We have busier lifestyles, so we're reaching for the quick and easy things. And medicines are used to suppress and treat symptoms rather than actually looking for the cause. And if more people took care of their own health in terms of their own nutrition, there actually may be less trips to the doctors and therefore referrals to the hospital who is overstretched. And also, with day, it's actually always been 10 a day, and it always has been. It was just drummed up that maybe 10 a day seemed a bit much, so maybe we could only cope with 5. Shocking. So think of your body. This is how detoxing actually works. Think of your body like a bathtub. The tap is what you're putting into your body, and the plug is you eliminating. And your bath is your body containing all of your body's natural detox systems. So your gut, your intestines, your liver, bladder, all of those things. Now, when the plug hole gets clogged, so when we're using our baths and we're washing our hair, it gets clogged with grime and hair and all that sort of stuff, the water starts to seep out slowly, or you pull the plug out, it's still blocked, and the water, if you're still pouring water in, it overflows. And when our body is full and clogged with toxins, it starts coming out. The way it overflows in our bodies is it comes out maybe in your skin. We get spots, we get greasy skin, maybe we get greasy hair. It can come out in our mood swings as well. We can actually end up more tired. We can have bloating, stomach aches, headaches, all sorts of things can start happening within our body. And this is what we call toxic overload. And the idea is that by doing a detox and putting cleaner things into the bath or your body, keeps the plug hole clearer for longer, which means it flows out where it should, and we don't end up with all this byproduct, all this spillage coming out. So hopefully that makes sense. So toxins and overtoxicity. So what you're looking at here is a picture of a larger person, and the dots are representing toxins. A smaller person, the toxins are more densely populated. And then a person on the end, with the idea being that they are completely happy with their size and weight, and also lack of toxins in their body. Now, I was actually the person in the middle, which sometimes can be even worse, because where I was exercising and I was always a trim shape, if I was putting a in my body, fat off, but I wasn't burning off toxins. You can't burn these things off. So my body was struggling to eliminate them. They were more densely populated, so that's why I was suffering with bloating. I had gut issues, very severe gut issues when I was younger, which the hospital never even asked me what I was eating. I'd suffered with fatigue, I had sugar cravings, all these sorts of things. And that's because the toxins were even more densely populated in my body. So it's so important that we do actually eliminate these. But what can happen is if we're just dieting, cutting calories and just exercising, we are just then toxic density. What we're trying to do with the detox is actually cellularly cleansing our bodies. So we're actually removing the toxins so that, one, yes, you're going to be an ideal, healthy size and shape for your body. But the biggest part is that you're going to feel great. There are so many thin people walking around completely unhappy and actually unhealthy. So look at me thinking I was healthy because of the way I looked. Do not judge a book by its cover. We all know that. So these are signs of toxic overload, what you may find. So give these a sugar cravings, that was me, low or inconsistent energy, bloating or gas, caffeine addiction, binge eating, drinking, mood swings and irritability and anxiety, brain fog or difficulty concentrating, fluid retention, migraines or headaches. These can all be symptoms of toxic overload. And guess what the great thing is about this? You have power over this. So what can you expect from the 30-day plan? The idea is it jumpstarts a healthier you. You still have to make good choices. This isn't a quick fix diet, rapid weight loss program. If you're looking for those things, this is not it. This is looking at healthy living. And the idea it's called Beyond is that you will be able to make healthier choices, find new things that are good for you that you like, and fitting in really good lifestyle choices to maintain what you've set up. It will reset your metabolism, help you feel more energized, reduce food cravings and renew skin. Light exercise is recommended, and I'm obviously going to be an advocate for that, being my background being in dancing, but it isn't because, as I've said, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. I was that person. I exercised loads, but I still had health conditions. Some I actually ended up in hospital for as well. So our hope is that it becomes a lifestyle change that will help you beyond the initial 30 days to a healthier you. The plan itself provides a pack of 9 products. That's the only thing you actually pay for. But what you get alongside it, which is amazing, is the access to a private Facebook group, which Abbie is already in. She's been in prep week this week, so they've been posting this week about while you're doing this plan, helping you get ready, telling you what you might want to have, little tips and tricks. There's actually a couple, husband and wife, who are actually running the plan this month, and they've been sharing bits themselves. And I think tonight they're having a naughty takeaway. They're getting rid of all the crappy food in their house before they get started. And you get to kind of follow that journey along with them. And there are lots of other people just like Abbie who are doing this for the first time. There are some people doing it for the 10th time, and they follow along because there are just great ideas, and they all feel like they're part of something and supporting people. As part of that, you also get recipes and recipe videos. There's also meal plans. So if you don't even want to think about what you can cook, we can even set out a meal plan for you. There's vegan options as well as non-vegan options. All of our products are perfect for vegans. There is no gluten, of course, because we're eliminating all these things as well. But these are absolutely good for you. Nothing tested on animals. We are completely clean. We have all the certifications you could ever want. And we're going to be teaching you how to eliminate these toxins and allergenic food concepts, educating you along the way. So you get all of that for free. So this is what we're removing: dairy, gluten, refined sugar, caffeine, alcohol, processed foods, artificial colours, flavours and sweeteners. So some people might be looking at that going, but that's everything I eat. The great thing about this is you're going to be able to replace it. See, there's always a replacement for a lot of these things. And again, the reason that the group is so good is because if you're going, I really like this, is there a healthier way of making this, of sourcing this from somewhere? You ask in the group, and there'll be a load of people that will respond to you with different ideas as to what it is that they can do. So a particular day, as Abbie said, you're actually supposed to eat quite a lot. So you have a breakfast, but within your shakes as well, we have so many shake recipes. It can literally just be your shake with water, or you can put almond milk, coconut milk. You can add spinach to it. You can make one of our recipes which has got fruits and vegetables in it. So you can really pack it out and really fill yourself up. But you could also have one of the healthy breakfasts that are plan approved as well. You snack, then you have lunch, which again could be food or cooking shake. You snack, and then you've got your dinner, whichever way works best for you. All we say is that we just help you get super planned. And even I'm not even being on the plan, I do meal plans for my family now. Having that headache of going, oh my God, what am I going to cook? It actually helps you start thinking at least a week ahead, going, what am I going to eat this week? When I'm taking the time to do that, your body will thank you so much later. So the price advantage, I haven't actually written down the prices in front of me, so we will share that with you. But what you're basically getting is each day you can have 2 shakes, which have got a serving of fibre boost in one or both of them. There's a greens balance, which is basically like condensed greens food. So if you can't eat 10 fruit and veg a day, you can actually get that in one little scoop and add that into shakes as well. Or we've also got the body cleanse. There is a way to get both as well. And the body cleanse is something that's done in the 3rd week, which again, once you're reducing these toxins, if there's some clinging on, this is a great way to flush it out. You can have 2 energy drinks a day. If any of you ever drink Red Bull or Monster or those hideous syrupy drinks, you can absolutely replace those with these much nicer tasting, I think, drinks. They're very versatile as well. You can have 2 of those a day. We've also got herbal teas, which are great for in the evenings. I actually mix my fizz stick and a herbal tea together because I like the flavour. I call it a tea. Just watch out there, do fizz with hot water. So you have to carefully. And we've also got the support every single day. And what this works out on the value too is, I don't know if any of you ever buy your meal deals, you know, with your coffees. It's kind of like, if you think of all the snacks and things that you fill up on a day, it works out about the same. Like, you know, this can cost you about £7 to £8 per day. So it's not as much as you think. And if you look at like your shopping, and also for me, it was actually looking at what I was wasting when I wasn't preparing things, or I decided to get some fresh food because it made me feel good, but then I wasn't eating it because I didn't know what to do with it, and I ended up chucking it away. You're actually going to waste less product if you're planning out your meals and what it is that you want to cook. You're going to save yourself money. So with this program as well, when you start to plan the pack, we recommend that you become a preferred client. It works out cheaper. You get a 40% discount on the entire pack as well. With that, you'll get free shipping and you get a free gift as well. So it's amazing. Now, as Abbie was saying, she was a little bit dubious because it was something she'd never heard of before. It was a bit online. To help you feel more comfortable with it, for preferred clients, we have a 45-day money-back guarantee. So you can actually buy this pack. Once it's like 2 to 3 days later, you can start the plan whenever you want. You don't have to wait for one of our 2 monthly groups. You can start whenever you want. But within that period of time, within 45 days of purchase, you can actually open these products, use them, ingest them, and just say it's not for me, and send back whatever it is that you've got left, even if it's an empty bag. I do not know many places that do that. I tried buying my husband a hat for Christmas once. I took back because I found a better one online, and they would only give me a store credit, even though they knew they could resell that unworn hat. So this is an incredible, incredible thing. So obviously we flipped through these testimonials, just a quick reminder there. I just want to remind people that these are things to remember. We're talking about eating better, not less. If you are calorie counting, if you're stepping on the scales, worrying about the weight and not worrying about what you're putting in your mouth, that is where the problem lies. That is why things don't stay off. This is why we still have health conditions, even when we are a good size, what we call a good size. And also remember, I move this down, healthy is not a size, it's a lifestyle. So I'm just going to stop my share there. I just want to say thank you so much for you guys listening in. I know some of you struggled to get on the call tonight, which is why we've recorded it. So hopefully I can get the recording out to you. And we're doing another one of these on Wednesday evening at the same time at 8:30. So hopefully by then we can help people that might have some Zoom issues. But Abbie, did you want to just share anything at the end about the plan, about you and about anything?
Not really.
There's a lot of information, isn't there?
Yeah, just it just every time I hear it, I feel, like the presentation. I've sort of seen various videos on YouTube that the links that Laura sent me. Obviously I had sort of, before I went and decided I was going to do the 30-day plan, obviously I sat and had a very similar experience for the first time, hearing about people's testimonials and going through the presentation. And sort of each time I hear it, I think it sort of reaffirms that what I think that the decision I made to do it is right for me right now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Amazing. And Abbie, you've actually set up your own Facebook page, haven't you, to share your journey with people. So if people are wanting to jump on this with you, they don't have to do it right now. They can do. They absolutely can. And you're going to be in a really good position to help them through with it as well. But yeah, do you want to tell people the name of your page so they can find it and follow your journey?
I remember it. It's Abs, Fab and 40. 30 days to a healthy living, or healthy me, or something. But anyway, if you find me, most of you are my friends anyway. Everyone's my friends.
Yeah.
That I've sort of shared this with. So yeah, I need to get the name and repeat and keep. It's just I think it's too long, the name.
No, I love it. I love it because there are going to be people that will relate to your, to your lifestyle, to being, coming up to their 40s or in their 40s. So people are going to relate to that. So yeah, so you can share lots of information there. We've also got a Reset Your Health Facebook group, which has, like we said, loads of videos, testimonials. We've had people share with us stories of their health conditions they've had and how the 30 days has helped them through that, or what they've learned, and even just individual nutrition products. Every product that we've got, you can buy individually as well. So if the plan is actually not for you, and I would say definitely if anyone is interested in this at all, we're going to follow up with you, we're going to speak to you, and we will ask you, what your specific needs are, so that we can help guide you towards the right product for you to help you. But just, I know that Abbie is super passionate about health and wanting to get a healthy version of herself, and through that I know she's also passionate about helping other people, just as I am. And I think both of us are teachers, slightly different teachers, but I think something like Teacher Centre, we always want to help people, and also we want to educate people as well. And the best way of doing that is to give these things a go as well. So well done, Abbie. That was amazing.
Well done.